Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi, the next three battleground states for those who insist gay marriage should not be allowed under any circumstance. A three-judge panel is hearing arguments about the issue today, and the conventional wisdom is courts there will join others across America and strike down the bans. This will never sit well with those who insist gay marriage has no part in American culture and are determined to fight tooth and nail for what they believe is the right and moral cause. Let's welcome to MidPoint the President and General Counsel of the Florida Family Policy Council from the state that just this week became the 36th in the U.S. to legalize gay marriage, John Stemberger. John, thanks so much for being here.
Good afternoon, Ed.
John, I will have to be honest with you. There are many people who look at 36 states across America that now have said that gay marriage is okay legally, and they would look at you and other groups such as yours and say, give it up. It's a lost battle. Why do you keep fighting it?
Well, we simply can't do civilization without this institution called natural marriage. Marriage and family structures create basic social order at a very fundamental level. And marriage has many, many problems. Divorce, infidelity, there's all kinds of issues. A gay marriage does nothing but dilute and further confuse what this institution is, the essence of which is the union of a man and a woman for procreation, for socializing children. All the social science studies show that kids always perform better when they have both a mother and a father. And part of the problem with same-sex marriage is it becomes the end of gender in society, the end of importance of the gender. The beauty and the strength that a man and a woman brings, the differences between the two. We can see in Massachusetts where this is played out, all the law now has been neutered. There's no more husbands and wives. It's party A and party B in all the law. Kids are learning how to read from Heather Has Two Mommies, modeling this behavior at a very young age. And I think people even that are pro-gay rights, parents, going to say, you know what, that's inappropriate. And this is the logical result of this thing, which is not something small. It actually profoundly impacts many other areas of society.
Well, okay, John, I'm going to play devil's advocate here with you on this, and I know you've heard this a lot before, but this is what a lot of the people will answer you back with what you just said. They will say, wait a minute, there's a lot of same-sex couples who have children, they adopt them, the kids turn out to be very well situated, they still come from loving families, and quite frankly, there are those people who would look you in the eye, to you and your group, and say, you're just a bunch of bigots.
Well, they can say that all they want, but the fact of the matter is the social science research is crystal clear. And we're not just talking about one or two or even dozens. We're talking about thousands of peer-reviewed studies that appear in refereed journals. This is legitimate science of liberals, Republicans, all have this proposition the same. When a man and a woman together has a child, that child, and they stay with that child performs better in every indicator of human flourishing. And when a mother or father is missing, when that man or that woman is missing, all the social maladies are higher, every single one of them: abortion, drug abuse, high school dropouts, sexual experimentation. So we know the research shows that when a mother and a father come together, that is the gold standard for parenting. And so there's no widespread research on homosexual parenting. We think this is inflicting a vast untested social experiment upon children. And in fact, today, there's a study that just came out showing kids that were actually grew up in same-sex families with same-sex parents said they didn't like it and they weren't in favor of gay marriage, and they had lots of
Well, there's a lot of kids out there as well, to be very fair, who would say that I come from a family of two mothers and two fathers and I turned out great.
Sure. But we're looking at what the research says, and the research is crystal clear. And look, there's always going to be divorce and abandonment. Single moms do the best that they can do, but I don't know a single mom in this country that would not love to have a man come aside and be her husband and actually help parent this young man, especially.
Well, I tell you what, I think I know a lot of single women who would be very happy raising a child on their own. I have to be very honest with you. I know a lot who do. So that I think you'd get a lot of pushback on. I only have a few seconds left. I want to have you back and continue this conversation as well. But how do you then answer those people, very frankly, who say you're bigoted? Do you consider yourself a bigot? Look,
if I'm bigoted, so is Barack Obama, so is every major figure in human history up to the last nanosecond of human history. I mean, this is political demagoguery. This is inappropriate. This is not what we do in a democracy. We discuss and exchange ideas, right? And the ideas that hopefully are truer come to the top. The problem is we're not given the ability to do that.
Well, let's do that. Unfortunately, we're out of time here. But, John, this is a conversation that deserves a tremendous lot of attention. We're going to do it. We'll have you back again. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And MidPoint will continue.